What's going on, guys? Young Lee Jr. here. I was listening to Brian Entin. Gentlemen, I actually mentioned him when he was covering the Brian Laundrie case in that particular time, but now he's covering this too, and he was working with News Nation. And it was some new information that came out about the 911 timeline that law enforcement, they didn't really quickly engage into the shooter. It was like he said initially around 11:30 a.m. It was three officers that that came in there, and they was inside the school outside the classroom, and while this was going on, and 40, I think like 40 minutes later, 19 officers showed up. So you have about 20 something officers all in this one school, but they was outside the classroom while this was going on. And it was I actually have the timeline here, but it was a young lady. It was a girl, a fourth grader. She called 911, and she was stating that eight or nine of her classmates were still alive. So here's the timeline here. I'm gonna read about this, and it's sad, man, because they was actually told too, according to law enforcement, it came to find out that their unit commander or whatever, incident commander told them to stand by and wait for the tactical team to come. And people was thinking like, okay, well, you got all these 20 some officers and other officers still on the perimeter. Why you guys didn't go inside the classroom and neutralize the threat? Why wait for a tactical team, to go ahead, and that might take like some time, and potentially you have more casualties. And so, it was and there was actually outside too, making sure, because it was other, friends and family members. They was trying to rescue their kids and things of that nature, and they was tackling them. It was just super crazy though, and being aggressive with them, but not aggressive to the shooter. Now the 911 call timeline, they said 12:03 p.m. a girl inside calls 911. 7 minutes later, 12:10, a girl calls back and reports multiple dead. 12:13, the same girl calls again. 12:16 p.m., girl calls for a fourth time and asks for help. 12:19, a different child calls 911. And 12:26 p.m., a girl calls again. And lastly, around 12:43, a girl's still online, and she has to send the police in. Now, I believe the border patrol came in with a key and neutralized the threat. My thing is too, I think one of the reason was that they wanted the police officers to stand outside the classroom while this was going on before the tactical team showed up, because they could have been barricade. I'm like, what could have been barricade? Books, desks. Like, even if they didn't have a key, they should have broke down the door. They would have a breach team. It was just a big. It's in like these. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a police officer or anything like that. I'm just coming from a civilian perspective. But it's just like, were they inexperienced, or I know they got to do everything they supposed to do with the commander, but it just seems like when it's like precious lives on the line, you would think you see these cops going in and do these drug busts, they breaking down doors, shooting, and not asking any questions. Just like with this, you have elementary school kids, you have teachers, you have local staff members here, that's being killed, slaughtered, and y'all just waiting. So time is valuable. Like, what the heck was going on? So Governor Greg Abbott a couple of days ago was very livid. Well, before that, he was praising the law enforcement for engaging in, because that's what the information that was told him. But now he's working with the Texas Rangers. They doing an investigation right now, and on the FBI. And he said he wants them to get to the bottom of it seriously and be accurate as much as possible, because he was misleading the public by giving them inaccurate information. And as a governor, I feel him on that. He was very angry about that, because he was like, now it's like I'm lying. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm incompetent. What is going on? So you mean to tell me that your commander told the police officers to stand outside the classroom while this was going on? While you had a young girl and people calling 911 telling you guys what's going on? I didn't hear any type of gunshots whatsoever. Come on now. Y'all didn't like breach in and just shoot them. Like, I understand that you don't want to go into a straight bullet, but when you wear that badge and you're a police officer, you took an oath to serve and protect that particular community, right? And it's just against evil. And it just seemed like the police officers failed the citizens in that, in Uvalde, Texas. So they have to be pretty much scrutinized for that, man. So the commander, I think Brian Entin, he wanted his name. He was very angry about that, but they not going to reveal his name. and I think pretty sure Governor Abbott, as time progresses, he's going to get the bottom of it, and we're going to see what's going to happen, man. There's going to be some people fired. There's going to be a new chief of the police in that particular department. This is going to be really interesting though. But like I said, these timelines here: 11:28 a.m. truck crash, 11:31 shooter hides between cars. According to the reports, it said 11:32 a.m. resources officers pass his hiding shooter. 11:33 a shooter enters the school. It's on lockdown, and 11:35 officers enter. And for some reason, I don't know how this back door was just unlocked. I don't know. I think it was on lockdown. Usually, all the doors are supposed to be locked, but it's just really crazy, man. So this little information that I have, I'm pretty sure like almost every hour I'm gonna get some more information. Just want to continue to report this, while I still have some time. But yeah, man. Shouts out to Brian Entin on this. I'm glad that he's getting to the bottom of it. He's reporting, asking these hard questions. Why did the police officers was standing outside the classroom for that time? I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me, because I really think like police officers would just come in and just, they known for just doing that, like breaking into the doors and arresting the suspect or killing them or neutralizing the threat. No waiting. So, but it is what it is, man. You guys tune, like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I appreciate you guys, man. I'm out. Deuces.